Fishaholics, welcome back to another video. The last couple of days I've been doing quite a bit of exploring, trying to figure out new places to kayak fish, new places just to bank fish. And this spot right behind me, I think might be a good spot. So we're going to try it today. We're probably going to kayak out and go around that corner over there. And there's some creeks, some estuaries, a lot of docks to fish. And I think our primary target is snook, but of course we're going to be happy just to get out there and catch anything. So let's finish loading up the yak and let's get out there. All right, we're underway. Sun's sneaking out through the clouds. Let's go find some fish. Oh yeah. I would say it'll be a great day if we can catch at least like a half dozen fish. So it's actually 9 o'clock now, because by the time we got rigged up, did some filming stuff, now we're actually underway. And 12:30 is low tide, and it looks like the tide is already starting to recede out of the mangroves, and there's a ton of bait. Look at that, see? Just sitting right along the bank here. And here and there, there's some really insane blow-ups from jacks, bluefish, or maybe a snook, rushing in and trying to eat these mullet. There's a lot of, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Oh, right here too. Even though it does look good here and there's a lot of bait, I'm gonna still adventure and explore some of these docks here and go around the corner. The whole point of this expedition is to explore and learn a new area. I don't want to just sit here on this bait, because another day this bait may not be here, and then there may not be any fish here. So I kind of want to just fish the structure and see what we can find. This definitely is a northern angler's kind of Florida day. Overcast and cloudy, and some vicious attack dogs. They don't want me catching their snook. That's the cast right there, under the pooch. All right, so we just hit those 3 main river docks, and I'm surprised we didn't get any bites, see any signs of fish besides, some mullet. But, our timing could be off. Maybe we weren't throwing the right bait. But the tide is still pretty high, so we've got I think a harbor kind of area up next, and we also got these good looking mangroves right here. So being how high the tide is, maybe most fish are pushed up shallower, so maybe those docks will be better once the tide is a lot lower, because the fish will be pulled out a lot more and concentrated towards the end of the structure. So let's keep heading, I guess, south on the river and see what we can find. Oh, just got hit. So you see, this is a pretty big bait, decent size, so you're gonna need a decent sized snook to crush that and eat it. There's a fish. Okay. Hey, decent snooky right there on the live target. Got something in his mouth. He's got a shrimp, like another lure shrimp. This guy likes his soft plastics. Hope I helped him out. See you later, bud. Hell yeah. Look how decrepit that thing is too. It's crazy how resilient fish are, that snook could survive with this shrimp pretty much taking up like 3/4 of his whole mouth or his whole gullet, and still somehow find a way to feed or survive. Oh, that's the cast right there. Oh, that's the cast. I feel like I say that's the cast probably at least 100 times when I'm out here filming, just so that I can catch it at the perfect time when a fish slams it. Oh, look at all that bait. All right, now we got this little creek we can go up. This looks pretty good. Oh, we got a fish on. Oh my gosh. Jeez. As soon as it hit the water, a fish ate it and just freaking started swimming towards me. I didn't even know he was there. I was like, why do I have so much slack in the line? Whew. Easily the quickest bite I've ever had. He literally swallowed it. It's down his gullet. We got it out. The only way we could was by cutting them open and pulling it in. I guess we'll have to keep this jack for shark bait. All right, we're ready to go. And I'm still blown away how long that jack held onto this bait and how deep he ate it. He ate it like it was real. All right, so we're out of the creek now. Just got back to the main river and nothing too crazy up there. We only had the one jack and a couple other bites, but it did look really good and juicy up there. But I'm thinking maybe it would be better like early morning or like late evening when the fish maybe come out from the structure, because there isn't like a huge tide change up in the creek. It's about 12 o'clock. And you can see the water is a lot lower out here than it is up in the creek. It was still like way up in the mangroves. So I bet you there's a lot of fish up there just like real tight to the structure or inside the mangroves. And I couldn't even, you know, pitch a bait up in there. So, oh well, we're gonna try the main river again now and look at that. Oh my gosh, did you see that? This is where it's gonna happen. Whew. There's a fish. Oh, I dropped him. All right, we got another creek coming up here, and we're probably gonna adventure up it and check it out. That's the whole point of this fishing mission. Fish all waters we haven't before. Good flip. I like this kind of boat. I can see myself getting one of those one day. That's the cast. Come on, come on. How am I not getting destroyed right now? There's definitely fish here without a doubt. Like, come on. Like, look at this structure all around me. But I just think maybe these fish are just turned off today or this time of day. Oh my gosh. That was a crappy cast. And somehow we just got hit hard. We're wrapped up too. We're gonna have to do something creative here or just lose the fish. I think it's a jack. Oh, man. Cut me off. Damn it. I don't think that was a snook. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 hours since we left that second creek, and I've been working further south upriver and haven't really had any activity. And I'm surprised those two creeks we fished, we didn't catch more, but maybe we weren't presenting our bait the best way. We were fishing kind of quick because I'm trying to fish as much water as I can today, and maybe if we were up those creeks fishing like a small shrimp, like real slow along the bottom and along the structure, maybe we would have had a little bit more action, but we'll save that for another day. We're gonna keep moving upriver further south, and I guess we'll fish the remainder of these docks here, and then we've got this bridge right there. We'll try that and then probably swing back around and start heading back downriver to the north towards where we launched the kayak. Oh my gosh, look at all these crabs on the wall. That's pretty cool. They're like spiders. There's probably some sheep's head in here too. All right, we left the bridge and we've got a mullet being destroyed by something along the seawall over here. he is. Oh, instant. That's a jack. These things are insane. Whew. All right, finally caught something else. All right, so that was pretty sweet. We left the bridge about 10 minutes ago. It's 4:30 right now, and we fished a lot of structure, a lot of water today. And when we were actually going away from the bridge, we looked over at that seawall, and that's where we just saw jacks absolutely destroying mullet, pushing them right up against there. And it's crazy because it's only like a foot of water right by those seawalls, but the jacks don't care, especially when there's a ton of mullet in there. But yeah, we went right in there, caught that one, and I think for the rest of the day or for the rest of the time we're out here, we're going to start working our way back to the launch, maybe take a few more casts along the seawall, see if we can get another jack, or you never know, maybe there's some snook pushing up in there where the mullet is. And we possibly might stop in the same general spot where we caught our only snook of the day on our way back. But we'll see. We pretty much, fished all day and trying to get dialed in on these fish. All right, I put the camera down for a sec and just hooked what? A freaking catfish? I thought it was a jack. Giant catfish. Saltwater catfish. I didn't even know they got this big. Damn, look at that thing. And he got slime all up and down the leader, man. Look at that crazy thing. I was trolling the swim bait, not, thinking if anything, we'd hook a jack, not a catfish. All right, we're back where we caught our one and only snook. And you notice, oh, there's bait here. But you notice how much lower the water is. There's another one. Boom. They like these mangroves, boys. It's not a giant, but we're learning something here. Oh. Sometimes it'll take you all day just to find a little consistent spot where all the fish like to hang out. These mangroves are some thick stuff, man. I laid my rod just in it real quick and it got tangled, and I dropped my GoPro. Gotcha. All right, I think that is about it. Look at those crazy jacks, man. We went up and down the mangroves like 5 or 6 more times, hoping for 1 or 2 more snook, but we didn't get any more bites. I bet you during the right time of the tide, you could probably work these mangroves and catch more than, 1 fish in the morning and 1 fish late afternoon. But maybe this little swim bait wasn't the best bait. I mean, they're feeding on a lot of mullet here, and there's so much live bait that I bet if we were to put out like a small little finger mullet, we would probably increase our chances of catching some more snook here, or we would just start catching a lot of jacks. But you never know. But I think that's about it. So we're gonna start heading back to the ramp, and the jacks are going insane over there, so we might pick up the bigger rod. There he is. Fish on. I'm glad we stopped to try and get one more. Look at this guy, he's spinning the kayak. We didn't even get him in the mouth. We snagged him. Takes real skill to snag him. Anybody can get him in the mouth. Solid fish. See you later. Go have fun. Whew. All right, we're back. I'm glad we caught a couple more jacks before beaching the yak, and those jacks seem like the most prevalent fish in this river. I mean, everywhere we went, even up in the creeks, they were ferociously feeding on mullet, pushing them up tight to the bank. And we did find, luckily, that one little spot of mangroves that produced 2 snook for us today. And I mean, for all we know, there could have been more snook around all the structure and the creeks and the bridge that we fished, but maybe because of all the mullet that is infested within this river, maybe they're more keyed in on that live bait. I don't know. So that's something we'll have to figure out if we come back. Maybe fish just live bait for the whole day, or fish slower around some of the structure with artificials instead of using, you know, soft plastic swim baits. We primarily just fish swim baits the whole day around structure and around the mangroves and the banks, and it worked. We caught fish, but nothing too crazy. So we're gonna have to definitely put some more time in to get dialed in on these fish. We're maybe a quarter of the way there, halfway there, but not just there yet. So if you guys want to follow along with the journey, make sure to subscribe. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like always, never forget, live to fish, fish to live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.